Okay, so the next one you have x equals and x equals. So now we have two terms. So we're going to do the GCF and then see if we can break it down with a difference of perfect squares. So GCF, we want to see if we have a difference of perfect squares. Okay, so GCF, we don't have the negative, we don't have x, but we do have 3 and 27. Okay, so let's look at 3. 1 and 3 is all you have, so 3 divided by 3 is 1, 27 divided by 3 is 9, so 3 is the winner. Okay, so I divide by 3, and that's going to be 1. Now I'm not dividing by x here, so that stays x second, and then minus 9. Okay, so is this a difference of perfect squares? Well, 9's here, it's 3 times 3. 1 is here, that's 1 times 1, and then x to the second power is there because that's x times x. Okay, so that's going to be 1x times 1x. Okay, I'll write it here so you can see it's a little bigger. Okay, so I'm going to put 1x, and then 3 and 3. Okay, now that GCF of 3 we drop down, but it should not be used to get the two answers. These are the ones you need to use. Okay, so 1x plus 3 can equal 0, or 1x minus 3 can equal 0. So I minus 3, I get negative 3. I get positive 3. Okay, my next problem, there's two answers, and again, we have only two terms we need to factor. So GCF, and then we want to see if it's a difference of perfect squares. Okay, so GCF, and we see if we have adopts. Okay. So GCF, you do have a negative. Okay, you also have x on both of them. But now let's check out 5 and 50. So with 5, the only factors of 5 are 1 and 5 divided by 1 is 5, and then all the rest is decimals. Decimal, 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 and then you're back to 5. Okay, so I'll see if I can divide those by 5. 5 divided by 5, and then 50 divided by 5. Okay, so 5 works. Okay, so negative 5x is the GCF. So negative 5x, negative 5x. So that's going to be 1, and that's going to be, now here I'm dividing by x, so that goes to just x. And then that's negative 10, so minus 10, and those just cancel. Okay, now we need to see if we have adopts. So I have minus, but 10's not on the list, so we cross that off. So my two answers need to come from here, factor 1, factor 2. So either the negative 5x can equal 0, or the 1x minus 10 can equal 0. So I divide by negative 5, and I get 0. Plus 10, I get 10. Okay. All right, last two. Okay, this one's kind of an oddball because you don't have your 0. So since I don't have my 0, I need to make it so it is. Now 21 doesn't really go with anything I have over here, so I just put it behind. Okay, so I got 1x to the second, and then I need to take negative 2 minus 2, and that's negative 4. So negative 4x, and then negative 21. Okay, now I can see we have 3 terms. So GCF and T. So the GCF, and then let's do our T. Okay, GCF. I don't have a negative. I don't have X on everything. And then my smallest number is just a 1, so there is none. Okay? So A, B, C. So A times C, I take 1 times negative 21. That's going to be negative 21. Okay, I'm going to write times. So it's going to be looking for a difference that is equal to 4. So that's not a difference of 4. 21 divided by 2 is decimal. 21 divided by 3 is 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay. So what does A equal? I'm going to go to the part where I labeled the A, and A was just equal to 1. Okay. So I only need 2 parentheses. Okay. So it's X times X, and 3 and 7. So I have minus 4, so you got to have minus 7 for sure, and difference means you're going to have the opposite sign. Okay, we did not have a GCF, so the only factors I need are the X plus 3 and the X minus 7. So X plus 3 can equal 0, or X minus 7 can equal 0. So I minus 3, I get negative 3. Plus 7, I get 7. Okay, my last problem. Here's your 0, that's good. So I'm ready, I have 3 terms. So 3 terms is GCFT. Okay, GCF, I don't have the negative, I don't have X on everything. My smallest coefficient is 6. So 6 divided by 1 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 6, then I just come to 3. So let's check out 6. Okay. Okay, 6 divided by 6. 9 divided. Okay, 9 won't divide by 6, so that's a loser. Now let's check out 3. Good, 3 works. So GCF's 3, but it's just 3. So we have 4x to the second minus 2x minus 3. Now we need to cross that out because so A, B, C. So again, we take A times C, so it's going to be 4 times negative 3, and that's negative 12. Again, if I ever do get a positive, it's going to be a sum, which means I'll add, but so far it's always been difference. So difference, and that needs to equal the 2 right here. That's 11. That's 4. We got a little problem here. I seem to have made up a problem that does not factor. Okay, so just skip. Okay, then you have 4 problems.